Chapter 2 Akira. I nearly tripped as I was dragged up the stairs into the castle by McKenna. I'm not necessarily complaining, but a little more of a heads up would have been nice. Once we're in the castle, I start asking her the usual questions. How was your ride? Did your father sleep through most of it? Did your brother stare out the window? And lastly, what book did you read on the way? But it was all small talk. I asked the best question for last. Do you want to go to the maze? I asked. She simply smiled and we linked arms as we started to the courtyard. Whenever McKenna came over, we always spent most of our time in the courtyard. It had the least amount of cobblestone. My mother insisted on having the best garden in Savosa, and whatever she wanted, she found a way to get it. One of the best parts about the courtyard was the large hedge maze McKenna's mother gave to us as a gift for keeping the peace between the two kingdoms. We had been in the maze so many times we knew it inside and out. As we were walking through the maze, something caught my eye. Look at this, how peculiar, I say as I pluck a white rose from a red bush. Look, it's being all different, like you come to think of it. Yes, I mean it in every way, McKenna beamed. Wow, thanks, I say sarcastically. I carefully take off the thorns and put the rose in McKenna's hair, behind her ear. With as much as McKenna loved the outside, I never understood why she was so pale. Her beautiful pale complexion made her eyes brighter than ever, and her hair seemed even more darker. We were at the center of the maze where there was a sundial. It was about 5:30. We decided to start back as it would take about 15 minutes, giving us 5 minutes before the real party began.
Chapter 2 McKenna. The maze was my favorite part of Akira's castle. I think we had been in there so many times, it was now impossible to get lost, even if we tried. Dinner was soon. I could smell it in the air. It was the best part about the balls. The feast from the night before. Your family must have started decorating weeks ago, I asked with a smile. I know we spent months working on extra crops for it, but think, maybe your gypsy boy will be there. I couldn't help but tease, poking Akira in the side.
Akira. Whatever would you mean by that? I ask, becoming flustered and feeling heat in my cheeks.
McKenna. I let out a sigh, watching her cheeks turn as red as her dress. I'll admit, through her tan skin it was still a sight to see. The look on her face made me laugh harder, and I waved my hand at her. So that's a yes then. Shall we say hello if we see him?
Akira. I couldn't say a word to this. I took a breath, hoping my cheeks would cool. I highly doubt that Kenneth will be there. He probably doesn't even know that there's a ball tomorrow. I explained calmly. The heat in my cheeks started to cool.
McKenna. I spin around to face Akira and grin wickedly. So this boy has a name. You got close enough to ask him his name? You brave girl.
Akira. With the mixture of her grin and her words, I could only imagine what I looked like. It's not what you think. Not exactly. I tried to defend myself.
McKenna. I raised an eyebrow at the very red and wide-eyed girl. To continue this, Akira may eventually try to kill me. I mean, she is very talented with a bow and arrow, but my curiosity wanted to get the better of me. Then what is it like, exactly? Did he come up to you and sweep you off your feet and tell you in a suave voice that his name is Kenneth before popping a kiss on your cheek? Yep, I was dead.